You know the first time I saw you do Mason? It was backstage at the Sullivan Show. You were brilliant. And I was there with Danny Rose. Remember Danny Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was handling an act, the manager. He was handling an act on a one-legged tap dancer. Right. It was his normal handling, Danny Rose. Yeah, always the best.
May I say one word? Matt, I just interject one concept at this juncture. You're looking for somebody for Memorial Day weekend. My blind xylophone player, okay? The man would be perfect for your room.
Ah, forget it.
What, Philly, would you hear me out? Will you please hear me out? The man is a beautiful man. He's a fantastic individual.
My hotel gets old Jewish people. They're blind. They ain't gonna pay to see a blind guy.
All right. So forget that then. How about Herbie Jason's birds? Herbie Jason's birds. They're little birds. They peck tunes out on a piano. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, all right. What about my one-legged tap dancer? Take him for a weekend. My one-legged. All right. My one-armed juggler.
Not for my hotel.
All right. What about Lou Canova? Lou Canova, my Italian singer, would be great.
Lou Canova's a dumb, fat, temperamental has-been with a drinking problem.
Jesus, what about Eddie Clark's penguin? That's a perfect Eddie Clark and his penguin. The penguin skates on the stage dressed as a rabbi. It's hilarious. The penguin's got a beard like a...
I'll tell you what, Denny. Give me Sonny Chase. He's the best act you got. He's fast, he's funny.
I don't handle Sonny anymore.
Since when?
Oh, it's a long story, Philly, really. I discovered the kid. He slept on my sofa. I supported him. I don't want to badmouth the kid, but he's a horrible, dishonest, immoral louse. And I say that with all due respect.
I know, Danny. They get a little success and then they leave you.
That's my point. Believe me, Philly, if I had all the acts in this business that I started that made it, I'd be a rich man today.
I'd like to help you, Danny. But Weinstein's majestic bungalow colony is a classy place, and I need a classy act.
Well, that's why I want to show you this lady. She is the Yasha Heifetz of this instrument. She is really something. You got to see this, Philly. It's absolutely incredible. Just... Never took a lesson. Self-taught. Next year, Philly, my hand to God, she's going to be at Carnegie Hall. But I let you have her now at the old price, okay? Which is anything you want to give me. Anything at all, Philly.
I remember that woman that played the glasses.
You have never seen acts like this in your life. I mean, this guy would work his tail off for these acts. I mean, if he believed in an act, he would go all out.
Danny, my partner wants me to open up with the fashion, but I think I should open up with the swan or the giraffe. The swan is pretty and it fascinates the people. Or have an animal of this type.
I think your partner's right. You should open up with the dachshund, and then you should move on and build to the giraffe. I think you should close with the giraffe because it's got more impact.
Really?
If you take my advice, I think you're going to become one of the great balloon folding acts of all time, really. Because I don't see you just folding these balloons in joints. You know, you listen to me. You're going to fold these balloons at universities and colleges. You're going to make your snail and your elephant on Broadway. You know what I mean? But the thing to remember is before you go out on stage, you got to look in the mirror. You got to say your 3 S's: star, smile, strong.
Star, smile, strong.
You know, Danny used to be a performer himself.
Sure. Well, he worked at Catskills. Right. Yeah, did all the old jokes and stole from everybody. He was exactly the kind of comic you think he'd be.
Tell me, God bless you, darling. Let me ask you a question, sweetheart. How old are you? Just tell me how old you are.
81.
81 years old. Isn't that fantastic? No, really. She's 81. It's fantastic. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You don't look a day over 80. No, I mean, I'm just kidding, darling, really. I love you, sweetheart. You're really, really beautiful. What sign are you, darling? You know what sign you are?
What?
What? She says what? She's great. But I drove up here today. I love driving. You know, you run across so many interesting people. And I saw a terrible accident. 2 taxi cabs collided. 30 Scotchmen were killed.
But his acts were so devoted.
Yeah.
I loved him. Where are you going to find that kind of devotion today? You
I
can't
gotta tell you
show
something.
today.
The funniest Danny Rose story is the time he's handling a hypnotist. Okay, and he's got the guy, a hypnotist. And he's got the guy working in the Catskill Mountains, and the guy brings up this little old Jewish lady, and he hypnotizes her.
Tessie, wees mir, was ist getunkt in my body? The body is warm. You see, it's a good sign. The body is warm.
Tessie,
let's go. I promise you, if your wife never wakes up again, I promise you I will take you to any restaurant of your choice. Do you like Chinese food? Do you like Chinese food?
I couldn't get your service. I had a crisis. A cat ate one of my birds.
I had to cancel the show, and now Ralph doesn't want to pay.
What are you talking about? He doesn't want to pay. What do you mean you don't want to pay? A cat ate his bird. That comes under the act of God clause.
He gets paid if he does a show only, that's all.
Look, it was the lead bird. Remember Pee-wee, the one who used to peck September song? I couldn't reach it.
Pee-wee's go... Pete, Ralph, what are you doing? Pee-wee has now been eaten by a feline. Remember, Pee-wee gave us many a laugh and tear.
Danny, I don't pay no birds that don't work.
Isn't that lovely? Funny, I know I've always loved the way that Gloria plays the band.
Hey, you know, they're just great. Hey, look. Hey, baby, look. Wonderful.
Hey, I got the frozen turkeys.
All
right, here you go. Thank you, Danny. Give me a little hand there. God love you. Here's your frozen turkey.
Thank you. Yeah, but believe me, the frozen is just as good as the real.
You got it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the frozens are much cheaper than the real ones, you know?
Can I help?
No, sit there, you'll fall over. Yeah, just dig in. Don't hesitate.
This is really great, you know?
Would you like a drink or something?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah? There's some tab over there, and there's some club soda. You know, give us some Coke. Excuse me one second. Hello? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's right. It's the twins. It's the twins. Yes, sure. Oh, sure, darling, sure. Yes, and the new noses are good? Yes, well, sure. Yeah,